give and they get. Then they run around town beating their chests like they forget. I can forget for now, but I won't never forget. No, love how I feel, knowing the universe got my back. Whoa, love how I feel, knowing that money gon' come right back.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the Journey Podcast. If you are here, please subscribe, like, drop a comment, give us 5 stars on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, wherever you get your podcasts from. If you want more exclusive episodes from us, check us out on Patreon. The link is in the description. Joined by cousin Jake. Got a big guest in the building today. You guys have probably seen him on Peacock on Love Island season 7. Austin, thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you guys for having me. Super excited to be here, man. Super excited.
Is that a BetterHelp hat?
I don't know what it is. Maybe it is. I don't know. It's some psychedelic therapy company. I don't know. I like the color of the hat.
Yeah,
so.
the color worked. No, I just noticed that.
Yeah.
But anyway, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Doing amazing. Yeah, just been in New York for the weekend. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been super fun. It's starting to wind down here. I'm excited to get back home, hang out with the family. I've only been home for like 20 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, I was in LA pretty much for like 2 weeks and then went home for like barely a day and then came straight here. So now I'm looking for it. I got like 4 days of just chilling out at home with the fam. Yeah.
Nice.
What was your kind of family's reaction when you went home for that brief 20 hours? And were they like, you're leaving again?
Yeah, they like I feel like my dad came over. My parents are separated, so my dad came over and we all cooked dinner. It was a great time.
Let's go.
My dad's he's a funny dude, especially him and my mom interacting is like it's really funny now. But yeah, I just know during the whole entire time they were like freaking out while I was on the show. So like coming back home, like it was crazy coming back home. It was nice though.
What was their initial reaction like from how you were perceived on the show?
I don't know. I think my mom was like, you know, kind of cool with it. My dad's like a huge online hater. So like
just
having
like starting meme accounts
yeah,
online.
well, yeah, he's like
user
yeah,
2789.
right, yeah, he's like, can I respond back to these people yet? I'm like, no. I was like, you can't respond back to people at all. Like he's on his like 17th Facebook account right now.
Let's go.
So yeah, it's pretty funny. But yeah, I think they're just like we knew the show was big, but not necessarily as big as it is. And so yeah, like coming out like it's like everybody's kind of talking about, and especially from our town, like people are coming out of like I'm having a bunch of like, you know, old friends hit me up out of nowhere like, oh man, how have you been, like we should hang out. But, like even like my mom and dad, like they've had like people reach out to them that like has not necessarily reached out in years or would have reached out. So like that's been weird, but I think they're handling it like as best as they can.
Yeah, I saw you. I don't think it was you running the Instagram account at the time, but it was like a post about kind of like how people are forgetting that you guys are people.
Yeah.
And they're like the way that they're talking to you guys and the hate comments and like, they forget
that
it's
my mom.
It's a reality show that made that post.
Yeah, my mother was running my Instagram when I was in there.
Yeah. I'm sure that was tough for them to see what they're saying about you, and like you can't defend yourself, like you're just being you on a reality show, and now everyone in the world has an opinion of their son.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like that's been my mom's hardest thing, like trying to deal with all that. And like I necessarily like I don't really care about comments. I'm fine with comment. Like online hate is fine to me. I deal well pretty well. Like, you know, you realize like these people don't know your character and they don't know you at the end of the day. So like that's kind of like, you know, I know who I am. My friends, my family know who I am. So it's like that's all that matters. But my mom, she's like she has a hard time with not, like she still goes through comments and she'll screenshot stuff and send me it. I'm like, Mom, it's like, who cares? Just don't read it. Right. Like, it's like, you know, it is some people you like, you'll never appease. And then, you know, you just leave that group of people alone, you know, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I'm just blown away even at the concept of, you know, being from Michigan?
Yeah.
Yeah,
From
being
Michigan.
from Michigan and like thugging it out, corporate America, going down to Florida and then
Dude, yeah.
creating TikTok. Like, what are we? And now we're here. Like,
Yeah, no,
what?
dude, honestly, if you would have like asked me like 6 months, like I never would have thought this would have happened in like a million years. Like it's super weird how like things aligned for it to happen. Cause like, okay, like when I was young, like I was just, oh, like at like from 17 to 22, so I'd broken my hand and like I had got prescribed opiates by a doctor, and so like I was like a pretty bad opiate addict for like 5 years from like 17 to 22. And then so like that had happened. Then when I was younger I had open heart surgery, and then like just kind of had a really weird childhood growing up, and then like yeah, to now like be here, it's like it's just super weird how like things have gone in my life, and like I never thought in like a million years that this type of stuff would be happening to me.
Of course.
But yeah, it's super weird because like when you're in it, you just you're not seeing, you're completely shut off from the outside world, so you don't see everything of like what's going on. Like you don't see how like big things actually are. So then like that's why when like everyone, like one of the top comments when I was leaving was like, oh man, I haven't seen a genuine smile on his face this whole time until they said you're leaving the villa. Like I was excited as fuck to leave the villa. I was like, oh thank God. Like it was just getting to a lot. My social battery was just completely drained by the end of it. But yeah, I was so excited to leave. And like, but yeah, then coming out and seeing like actually how big it was like I was sitting in the hotel room scrolling on my phone like, oh my God, this is insane.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, because I think this season was bigger than last season, and last season was big.
Yeah.
But this one, I mean, the entire world watched this one. Like, you could not open your phone and not see Love Island.
Oh yeah, yeah, no, like last season was, I feel like last season was like a good season for like what Love Island is supposed to be, and then this season was just like a bunch of drama, and like yeah, it was crazy this season.
Yeah, you didn't seem too upset when you were leaving.
No,
You didn't seem too. You seemed more upset sometimes, like when Jeremiah left and Charlie left, versus when you were walked out of there. You were like,
yeah, no, when Charlie like it was so like Charlie is like one of my him and Jeremiah are definitely like the top two like guys I met in there, and then TJ as well. TJ is a really cool dude, but like if I didn't meet that, like that was the best reason why I went on the show, was like meeting those guys, like the relationships that you make, because you know, people at the end of the day, people see like what 48 minutes to an hour of 24 48 hours, so it's like people are like, oh man, why are they crying if so and so's leaving, or why, like, one, your emotions are heightened, you don't have any of your phone, you don't have any other distractions, like you're so caught up in it the whole entire time, so it's like you feel it 10 times more. And yeah, like all my friends kept leaving, man. Charlie, it was so hard when Charlie left for me, so I feel like it got easier. Like when Jeremiah left, that sucked, but it was still like it was easier because I was just closer with Charlie. But then after Jeremiah left, it was like, man, I have nobody here. Like I was like I felt alone, man. I was ready to go. And then Jaden had come in during Casa, and she definitely made my time a lot more worth it. Like it was, because I was like, man, all my friends have left, and like I don't have a great connection with anybody in here. I was like, I just felt like I was coasting along. And then yeah, and then the Casa guys came back. I love the Casa guys. Like they're all pretty cool. Like we've been kicking it outside the villa. They're all some really cool guys. Like I think yeah, I think I get along better with them than like all the OG guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would say so. Like I fuck with all the OG guys, but like the Casa guys were more like we had this one day where it was an off day, and like on off days you're not filming. So like they separated the guys and the girls. I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying this. Sorry, Love Island. But yeah, then they separated us, and the guys went up to the Casa Amor house, and the girls stayed down at the main villa. And like the guys all just like we just broed out for like a good 24 hours, just chilled out, had a nice break, and like that was like the second or third day that the Casa guys were there. So then I had talked to the UK Zach and Elan. We talked for like 3 hours straight and like just got to know each other, and I was like, fuck, these guys are actually like really cool.
Yeah,
because you have that notion of like you want to, you know, you don't want to like some like bombshells and like Casa people. You're like, oh man, like fuck these people, they're in here to take our chicks, you know. And then like, but then like you meet them, and like the show does a good job of like, one, everybody's going to be attractive. It's a dating show, so everyone is pretty much going to be attractive. That box is ticked. They're not going to put an absolute piece of shit on the show, so most of the people, they're good people. Check that box. After that, it's just personality, like finding who you match with, like personality-wise. And people are saying like this season was a big friendship season, and I definitely say like it was a big bromance season. Like all the guys, we all got super tight. Like especially in like the off-camera days, we had so much fun. We were doing just such silly shit. Like because we didn't have any like basketball hoop or anything. We'd stack up the bean bags and make like beanbag basketball and shit. Like it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it seemed like you guys had like a genuine friendship. It didn't seem like it was just for TV. Like you guys seemed like you really liked each other.
Yeah, no, you do. Like honestly, yeah, I think I've pretty much connected with everybody, like all the other guys, like on the outside. Like I haven't seen all of them, but like yeah, all of us have connected in one way or another, and like we definitely did get tight. Like we definitely did have a good time with each other. It was fun.
So you had two interesting moments on your first day in the villa and then your last day in the villa. So I want you to like tell us what was going through your mind on both of those days. So day one, you don't get selected by any girls, and now Yelissa steals Ace from Chelly, and now Chelly's kind of like forced with you. What was going through your mind when a girl didn't choose you?
Dude, so honestly, coming in there, I was in culture shock. Like I was like, holy shit, this is the craziest thing I've ever done. Like I like my heart was pounding through my chest. And then when I didn't get chosen, I was like, oh fuck. Like I just felt a little weirded out. I was a little awkwarded out for a second. And I was like, you know what? It is what it is. I'm here having this experience. Honestly, I was like, I want to fucking leave. I was like, please get me out of here. And then Chelly and I had gotten coupled up, and that was nice. It felt nice after we got coupled up. But yeah, it did feel like, oh man, she's forced with me. Like I felt more I more felt bad for her. I was like, oh man, I hope she I hope we can actually like figure something out.
Yeah, she did kiss you though.
Yeah,
you were one of the guys she did approach.
So that did make me feel a lot better. Like her and I were exchanging looks. Like when I came in, like I thought she was an absolutely gorgeous girl. Like as soon as I walked in there, she was definitely like in my top 3 list, I would say.
Yo, bro, what's something you've been stressed about lately?
Honestly, my stress, anxiety has been through the roof. It just feels like my brain never shuts off.
Have you ever heard of Pulsetto?
Pulsetto? No, what's that?
So Pulsetto is this little device. You put it around your neck, and it stimulates your vagus nerve right here. No meds, no therapy, none of that. You just wear it around your neck, and it sends gentle pulses to your vagus nerve, which then sends those pulses to your nervous system to just subconsciously tell you to relax.
Does it help with sleep? Because, like I said, my brain doesn't shut off, so I can't fall asleep either.
Exactly, it does. That's the crazy part. It's the same for me. And the best part is that I use it with a guided meditation, either when I first wake up in the morning but especially before I go to sleep at night because I have trouble sleeping too, and that's one of the things that Pulsetto has helped me with tremendously.
Wow. Yeah, I probably should look into this.
Yeah, bro, it's a game changer. Pulsetto has changed my life.
And then take us to the last night. There's 6 of you on the panel pretty much, and only one person gets to stay. And the Islanders choose who goes home. And, you know, at that point, Jeremiah's gone, Charlie's gone, so your crew is kind of not there. But at that point, did you think, like, my time is up?
I wanted to go because then if Jaden was going to go, because only 2 people were going to be saved. And so I knew the chances, or one person was going to be saved. Yeah. And so, like, I knew the chance, like, Jaden and I weren't going to be staying together. So if she was going to leave, I was going to go either way because I was just ready to dip out of there. And then, or it was like we left together. And, like, then I left with everybody else there. And I liked everybody else there. So, and then, I was ready to go. I was very much ready to go. Like, I felt like it was my time. I had done my due diligence because even on the stand on business challenge, like the postcard challenge, like Andrina was like, I don't know how you've made it this long. I was like, dude, I really don't know how I've made it this long either. Like I just keep hanging in here. Like I have no idea how. Yeah, I have no idea how I lasted that long. So it was cool that I did because I feel like I got to show more of my personality and like get out of my shell completely. But like at the time that I left, I think it was like the perfect time for me to leave. Like I was ready to go. And so it was nice that Olandria had like stood behind me. Like she's one of my her and I are really close. She's one of my best friends. Like she's awesome. She's really one of the coolest girls I've ever met. And it warmed my heart when like as long as I had her standing behind me, I was like, I don't really give a fuck who else stands behind me.
Yeah, that was a cool moment. Yeah. And I mean, it was tough because obviously Taylor was there. And then you had Ace and Nick, who were going to go with him, of course.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And then Sierra was going to follow Nick.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised by Sierra not standing
behind Andrina.
Yeah.
Because all the other girls went there.
Yeah, no, I was surprised by that. There's a few moments in the season where you're like, it's just everything's super surprising. Like especially one of our first votes, and when I voted when Charlie went home and I voted for Taylor, I was like, man, like as soon as I sat down like to vote, I was like, fuck, I know I fucked up. Like I should change. I should switch my vote. But like once you lock it in, you can't be like, oh, never mind, I don't want to do that. And I felt so bad because one, I felt really bad because Taylor was one of the guys that I was pretty close with in the beginning. And then 2, I feel like if I voted for Huda, then Charlie and her would have been tied, and then they probably would have opened up voting to like everybody, and then Huda probably would have been voted out then.
Right.
Like I think, and so like I kept thinking about that after, because like, dude, oh man, after Charlie left, it sucked in there. Like I was glad I at least had Jeremiah, so like him and I were chilling. But it was hard. It was hard.
I want to ask you that heartbeat thing that you were speaking about.
Yeah.
I'm actually realizing as of recent, because I used to play football, and I was used to that every week being nervous before kickoff. And the nice thing about football is like as soon as you get hit, it goes away.
Right.
But I'm realizing now, like even moments like this, and like I had a jiu-jitsu tournament this past Saturday, and like I was as nervous as it gets. I'm going up against like 16-year-old white belts, you know? So I guess I was going to ask you before, as you said, your heart was beating out of your chest. Did that ever subside? Was the adrenaline kind of on the whole time, or
no? I would say, you're doing it probably about a week in, you start to forget about the camera. That was when I got comfortable. I'd say it was like about a week in. you forget it's less about the cameras and you more think like, okay, I'm just at like adult summer camp with security cameras around
Yeah.
it.
Right,
Like that's
right.
that's what it starts to come to. And when the only time you realize like, holy shit, I'm on is, when there's like big stuff happening and like the actual camera people come out. But besides that, like all the cameras are like hidden.
Okay.
And so yeah, it subsides like a weekend. You just get comfortable with it. You're like, okay, I'm over, it definitely subsides after a while. There's like, yeah, and like you get close with everyone, so it gets a lot easier. Like I'm trying to even think if it, like, because there's not really any times, because even in the challenges, once we started doing the challenges, you're like, oh man, it's a challenge, like whatever.
Right.
We're just wilding out, we're just, this is part of Love Island. And so, yeah, then you just, I feel like you take your brain out of it and you're like, I'm just going to do it, like throw myself into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys are all experiencing the same thing for the first time all together.
Right.
So it's like, it's not like you're doing it on your own. So everyone's
Yeah.
kind of probably this like awkward tension, adrenaline's going, but then you're like, all right, well, there's 12 other people doing this with me. So
Exactly.
probably makes it easier.
Exactly. That's why I feel like you have to like detach yourself, especially those challenges. Like the challenges were so much fun, dude. Like those were some of the most fun I ever had. Like they take so long to do. Like they don't look that long when you watch them, but holy shit, they take so long to do. But oh man, they're so much fun. Like in like just watching each other. Like Taylor's facial expressions are like absolutely hilarious. Like I would love when we'd all do challenges together. They kept putting me first in everything because like they were like, the producers are like, no, Austin, you're the tone setter. You got to set the tone. Like, they're like, you just wild out. Like, you're good to go for it. And I was like, oh, man, like, fuck it. I guess I'll do it. But then the problem is when you go first, then people go after you and you see them do stuff and you're like, oh, I wish I did that. Like, oh, I wish I thought of that. And, yeah. But, like, that's the only problem with going first. It's fun.
Yeah. How weird was it, like sleeping next to everyone? And are like people actually sleeping together?
Like fucking?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, people are. I never personally heard it. I'm a heavy sleeper though. Jaden, she heard it a few times. I know she'd like tell me in the morning. She's like, "Did you hear so and so last night?" And I'd be like, "No, I didn't hear them." Like I would never hear them, but like literally, because I would, as soon as I get down there, I'd put the pillow over my face because we're barely getting any sleep. So like when I'd get my sleep, I'd take my sleep. But yeah, it was weird sleeping next to a bunch of people. But like you all become pretty comfortable with each other. So, it's definitely, I wouldn't be fucking in there. I didn't fuck in there. But like I'm not surprised that people do, I guess.
Right.
It's almost like old school, like based just off of the necessity of having to be in the same room.
Yeah.
It's like Native Americans, right, are probably doing it in the wigwams.
Yeah.
And it's all
100%.
good.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
No,
That's funny.
that's definitely the vibes in there. It's funny though, like because yeah, it's just surprising because I've never heard it, but I think there's like microphones by the bed and stuff, so I feel like maybe it sounds louder on TV than it actually sounds, but at the same time, I don't know. Jaden said it woke her up. So if it was like loud enough to wake her up, then maybe it was pretty loud.
Yeah, because how could there not be, right? Like if there's a bag of Doritos in front of me, I'm gonna eat the
them.
Doritos.
Yeah, no.
That's pretty. Yeah.
I definitely. It's like, especially once you forget, like once you start getting comfortable and you forget the cameras are in there, you don't. Like when I rewatched some of it, because I only rewatched one episode. I watched the first episode. I put my shit down. I was like, I'm not watching any more of this. I just felt like such a little like awkward fucker in the beginning. I was like, I can't watch that. And but I've seen like clips and stuff. I didn't realize how much those night cameras like actually can see. Like there was a few times where like it's like, damn, those see way too much.
Yeah,
They
they're
see, like,
night
way-
vision goggles
yeah,
like in Call of Duty.
I like did not expect. I didn't expect it to be like that. Like I thought it was like, gonna be like a little glow, but no, it's full on. Like you see everything.
Yeah.
You see everything. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about the I don't know if you've seen, I'm sure you have, like on TikTok, they say like it's like the Huda effect.
Yeah, I have seen that.
Yeah. So what do you think about that? How Jeremiah and Chris, they're smiling, they're happy, and then they get in with Huda and then they're depressed.
So it's so funny because I literally had sent Jeremiah one of those videos like 2 days ago, and he thought it was hilarious. But yeah, no, it's definitely funny. I think Hood is awesome. I do think, you know, I think everyone on there is awesome. I think everyone else on the show needs like help in their own ways. You know what I mean? But I thought those memes were absolutely fucking hilarious. Like yeah. Some of the memes that have come out of this are like super funny. Like especially considering the way they edited some of the stuff. Like I swear, like have you seen that, like the one edit of like where I'm up on the X and then like Jeremiah's laughing and then he looks at me and I'm staring at him and he stops smiling.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. I swear that was edited in there. I don't remember staring at him like that. Like I swear to God I wasn't doing that. But it did look hilarious. It was pretty funny. But yeah, the memes that have come out of this they're pretty funny.
Yeah.
They're pretty funny.
What do you think about the whole, you know, stand on business challenge night? Ace kind of comes at you. You know, he says he's 5'10". We'll get to that also. But he says he's 5'10", you're 6'5", but I got the heart to actually talk about it. He's kind of come, and the way the show edited that scene, it was like he was coming at you, then Amaya started kind of coming at you, and like I feel like you were just kind of trying to stand up for your boy.
Yeah, so dude, in that, like there was a lot of things that weren't necessarily shown in that stand on business thing, and I think when the reunion happens, I think a lot more is going to be shown. And but yeah, basically, I mean, one, I feel like it was a pretty big deflection on Ace's part. Like I mean, you know, I called out that and he kind of deflected it onto Amaya. They didn't really show Amaya, like anytime I was making a comment, Amaya would be like, "You fucking pussy ass bitch. Shut the fuck up, you fucking pussy." And so like eventually I was like, they didn't show any of that.
Right.
And then so I'm like, holy shit, Amaya, butt out, please. And then they didn't show any of that, and it made me look like a dick. And then the other Zach, they didn't show her saying stuff to him too, but they showed him being a dick. And so like we just looked like assholes. And yeah, so like that was crazy. The whole, I mean, I feel like, you know, kind of Ace deflecting that into a different, I mean, obviously I didn't know at all what the outside world was saying, but obviously like I wasn't the only person that, you know, had saw that.
Yeah.
And no one disagreed with it. Like everyone was like, I feel like it was kind of known. And so I mean, him deflecting it, not answering the question, kind of, I guess that was like the satisfaction that I needed. But like, yeah, I'm not gonna argue on national television, because also like I don't want to get angry, and like I don't want it to like go further than it has to. And I feel like I was trying to keep it respectful and just, you know, not like. Yeah, no.
Because Ace did the same thing that you kind of did with Amaya. It was a little much. He didn't like it.
Yeah,
kind of voiced that. And then he flipped it on you and chose Amaya's side when he did it before you did it.
Yeah. Yeah, no. That was weird. And then even like, okay, so like the whole thing with, because he was like saying all that, the whole reason why I never even, like why I didn't come to Amaya was because I was still trying to decide with her like what it was, because like there was two sides to Amaya. Like there was one side that I genuinely loved. Like I thought like I loved that she was always herself. She was honestly, she's one of like the funniest people I've ever met. She's hilarious, like without even trying. And but I was like, yeah, like I like her a lot, but then there was some other things that, like, you know, shied me away a little bit. Like, she was saying, she's like, I never talked about marriage or kids with you. Yeah, you did talk about marriage and kids with me. Like, the first 24 hours of us coupled up, like, that was, like, one of our first things that you said where I was like, oh, shit, that's a little scary. But, like, I also understand that's her bubbly personality, like, just kind of being in, you know, a Maya land or something. And but yeah, like, but I agreed with Ace because I was at first I like faulted him and I was like, oh man, like, I was like, why would you couple up with her if you know, you didn't like that? Why would you do that? And then so like when we weren't coupled up, we were having like great conversation. I was like, wow, she's awesome, she's amazing. And then we coupled up. And it was almost like we were like married for like 2 years after we were coupled up. Like, and I was like, holy shit, like this is just like, she asked us to like put a finger on it specifically of what she did that like made us think that she was like moving fast. I can't like put a finger. It's just like the intensity of it. Like she was just a very intense person. I think she's very passionate. She saw, you know, Ace and Chelly and Nick and Sierra and Taylor and Alandria. Like she saw those couples and like how strong they were, and she just wanted that right away. And like, but it you know, it takes time to build up to that. And I think that was like the only like issue I had. And but yeah, I felt bad because I definitely didn't want to like snap on her like that. But like they did not show the leading up because I wouldn't have just like out of nowhere just snapped on her like that. Yeah. It was like the whole entire time leading up to like pussy ass bitch, you fucking this and that. Like she was just going in. And it was fun. Like there was so much shit that wasn't shown. Like I hope they show Zach. He was like his defense mechanism is being funny like in a crowd, like, and like he was just saying the funniest cringiest stuff, and like the girls are all like ew, and all the guys are just laughing because it was like it's like Amaya just kept calling him a pussy, and he goes, well, you know what, baby, my mom always said I am what I eat. Like it was so cringy, but like it was just so funny in his like thick ass UK accent, and we were like, oh, it was that night was so much fun to be there. It was just fun to be a spectator.
Yeah, even watching it was kind of like your like heart's racing for you guys because it was just like it was kind of crazy.
Yeah, no, it was so funny. It was so funny. It's crazy, like, okay, so like you can like smoke on, like when you smoke on the show, you have to like go off camera and you can go like hit your vape or smoke a cigarette, and like so that would be like my away from everybody time. My alone time would be like me like going to fuck off and like grab, like, you know, smoke a cigarette or something. And they would like I wish we got to experience Fiji more because we'd see everything. Like I didn't even get to go on a date. Like the people that got to go on dates, at least they like got to leave. Like I was stuck in that bitch the whole time. And so like I was always like trying to find stuff to entertain myself, and I was catching these frogs and I didn't know that they were poisonous. And like one of the producers would keep yelling at me, and he's like, stop catching those frogs, like they're poisonous. And like like I'd mess around with them, like I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna end it. And they're like got me like, they're like, stop doing that. Put that shit down. And I'd be like catching lizards and stuff the whole time. Like there was some. I really want to experience. I want to go back to Fiji and like actually experience. I want to skydive there really badly. That shit looked sweet. I've never been skydiving. I feel like that'd be sick though. But yeah, the show is. I was so jealous of the people that got to go on dates, especially Jeremiah got to go on that water park date.
With Iris?
No, with Huda. It was
with
first
Huda.
date.
Yeah, Iris was the beach date. That was the beach
stuff.
date.
Dude, he was in the beginning of that. He was so like irritated to be on that date because just of the situation that happened the night previously, and like the way that they got coupled up was so fucked up. Like it just like. it sucked the way how everything transpired, because you'd go into the night thinking like this is gonna happen, or like this is how it's kind of gonna go, and then it would take like 7 left turns and it'd just go a completely opposite way that you never saw it was gonna go. And yeah, then you'd just be pissed. Like the night that Charlie left, I was like, yeah, man, like, I was like, you're not leaving, dude. Nobody's leaving tonight. Like, it's fine. Like, we just had a couple up. Like, it'd be silly for someone to go. And then he was like, bro, I really feel like I'm leaving. I was like, you're definitely not leaving. And then, yeah, then he left. And I felt bad. I was like, oh, shit. Like,
Yeah.
we were talking about that beforehand. But, yeah, no. It's like whatever you expect is going to happen is not gonna happen. They do a good job of keeping you on your toes. I mean, you don't even know the time. They don't let you know the time. You don't know the day. You know, so like you have to like Hannah was our designated calendar.
Really? So she like kept track when she came in?
Yeah, she was. Yeah, as soon as she came in, she was like, "All right, this is the day." And then after she left, Taylor picked it up. But yeah, it was like, and like I didn't understand the time thing until you think about it, because sometimes we'd be up at until like 4, 5, 6 in the morning doing stuff, and if you don't see that time, you're like, oh, whatever. But when you see 4, 5, 6 a.m. and you see that, you're like, oh, this is fucking stupid. Like, what am I doing up right now? And so yeah, like now then I understood, like, okay, that's why we don't see the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the show perceived you in a way that you like? Or do you think that they left a lot out that maybe painted you in a different light?
I think, honestly, I feel like I got a pretty decent edit on the show. I will say that. Like, I think the producers did, like, I think I ended up getting a pretty good edit. But I also think, yeah, I feel like it did a good job of showing a lot of my character, but not necessarily everything. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it is a dating show. It's not like this is your personality show. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like that's why I was like also excited to be done with the show. So then like even coming out, like I could show more of my personality than maybe wasn't like represented on the show. But all in all, I feel like I got like a pretty decent edit overall, I would say.
Yeah, I think they like over time, I think you grew on a lot of people because they started like showing you a lot more. You were funny. You were like the life of the villa. And I think you became like a fan favorite as the episodes progressed. Yeah, no, it's definitely, and I feel like, that's how it felt when I was in, because like, I'm telling you, man, the first week I was in there, it was rough to be in there. Like it felt so weird. I felt so out of my comfort zone. I was tired. And, yeah, I didn't know if I was going to get along with all the guys and stuff like that. I was unsure of like how that was gonna go, and that's why I was so glad that Charlie had come in, because like I feel like I got close with him, but then he also got me out of my comfort zone with like everyone else there, and yeah, so by the time he left, like I was pretty comfortable around everyone, but yeah, I think all in all, good at it, and yeah, I was pretty satisfied with how I was portrayed. I saw they said that you ghosted Jaden once you guys left the villa. Is that true?
Okay, I didn't ghost Jaden. We haven't talked like crazy. That's for sure. We haven't been like, we'll talk here and there, but I haven't ghosted her. I haven't necessarily texted her that much though either. Like, I feel we're both just so, I can't use that as an excuse. We're both busy right now, but that's not an excuse. I should be more in communication. It's just hard, man. Like coming out of there, like I don't want to get involved in something if I know I can't like be faithful, because I am older and like now, and like if I do get in something, I want it to be something that like I know I'm gonna like I want to get married and I want to have a family. Um, but I want to do that when I'm ready for that, and I feel like coming off of this right now, I'm definitely not. It's been kind of crazy. So it's like I can't. I don't want to get involved in something and then be the piece of shit that's out here sleeping around. You know what I mean? Because also I think Jaden is like, she's a great girl and she deserves someone that is fully about her. I can't be fully about her right now, but we're great friends. We are great friends. Like we're doing Florida together next weekend, so I'm excited for that. That'll be pretty cool.
That should be cool.
Yeah.
I've noticed that different environments produce different results, I guess, for actually having a strong relationship. I'm not a big believer in dating apps. I've just seen that my strongest connections in life have come from like meeting a girl at the front desk of a gym, or meeting a girl, I don't know, in a library, or even like meeting a girl out. Like there's something about maybe God designing you two to kind of run into each other, right? Rather than seeking. What do you think about the environment of Love Island? Does it actually produce a chance at finding love, I guess?
I would say for not for everybody, but for some people, I definitely think it can. Like, I mean, because there's some examples, I mean, throughout Love Island. I mean, the people still together last season, like, what is it?
Leah Miguel.
Leah Miguel, Janae and Kenny.
Janae and Kenny's.
Serena and
Serena
Cordell.
But just
and
based
Cordell.
off of your experience, though, you know, like you seem like you got a good head on your shoulders. Not saying other people don't, but like, I guess give me the insider of what is it actually like to date on that show?
It's super in your face. You know what I mean? It's like the weird thing is you're competing with people all in the same room. So it's like, on the outside world, you're not seeing some other the girl you're pursuing. You're not seeing her with another guy or another guy make breakfast for her and shit. So it's like that's the weirdest thing, and like that's the thing that's like super hard to get used to. Like it's like for me, I don't like to, unless I'm absolutely like crazy infatuated with a girl. Like I don't like to compete super hard. Like I'm not gonna go crazy out of my. If you're someone that like I'm like holy shit, because the person I like, I will go to the ends of the earth for. But if I don't see it like transcending past just like the show, like I'm not gonna go insane for it. And so yeah, that's like the hard part. But if you can, if you're someone that can like navigate that, like I mean, it's not an issue. Or if you find someone that and you both like each other and just like lock in like that, like it's pretty cool. Like, well, I mean, Jade and I didn't have that much, like we didn't have that much time together, but like her and I feel like we did lock in pretty well, like right off rip. Like it was like I was wishing that she had can't come in earlier, you know what I mean? But then it sucks because even like it was like Nick and I that were competing for Jaden, and like it sucked because like I actually had liked Jaden, and it was like, oh man, like now this is like one where I don't want to lose this match. Like this one will be fucked up if I lose this one too. And so yeah, that's weird. But I feel like as time goes, you start to get used to it. Like a lot of when the bombshells or Casa guys would come in, they'd be like, dude, it's so weird that you have to like make breakfast for a girl and she already has like 2 plates of breakfast made for her by 2 other dudes. And it's like, yeah, dude, it is weird, but like at the end of the day, like one, is she gonna eat 3 plates of breakfast? No. But like the intention, it's showing your intention of like, hey, like I like you. No matter what happens, like I'm still gonna do my stuff for you that I plan to do.
Right.
And so like it shows the intention behind it, which is that's pretty big for girls. I feel like that show it. You're limited to like by what you can do in there just because you're stuck in a villa. So I feel like as long as you have some intention behind your actions, like you're gonna do pretty well. But if you don't like put intention behind your actions, then like it's not gonna work out for you well there. Cause I don't know. Anyone can go through the motions. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm surprised that I was on there for so long because for most of the time I was just like going through the motions. Like, they didn't show me making breakfast and shit. I made breakfast every morning. They didn't show me making breakfast for any of the chicks, which is bullshit. Because everyone was like, they came out and was like, they were like, you never made breakfast for anyone. Fuck you. What do you think? I just didn't make breakfast every morning?
I love breakfast.
Yeah. No.
How funny was that when I think it was Nick made breakfast for Sierra, and then Elan did right after.
Yeah.
And then Nick kind of pressed Elan about it.
Yeah, that shit was funny. The Elan Nick beef was hilarious. Like, Nick's super funny. I like Elan a lot too. I didn't think I was gonna like him at first, but him and I we ended up being really tight. But yeah, no, Elan, that beef was so funny. It was funny because Elan didn't even know they were beefing until the stand-up business challenge, and then Nick was like, yeah, I'm sorry, like, you know, I threw your coffee away 2 times, like, threw your breakfast away, and so that shit was hilarious. Oh, that was really funny.
What was it like? Because obviously you said you don't like competing for a girl. What was it like being in like that love triangle with Ace and Chelly?
Dude, honestly, so I feel like the show made it seem like I was so like down in the dumps about being in the love triangle, like that I was so in love with Chelly. And don't get me wrong, like I like Chelly a lot. I mean, she's like one of the most level-headed women I've ever met in my life. She's insanely level-headed, has her head on her shoulders, like knows what she wants. But I was just pissed off about being in a love triangle. I wasn't necessarily pissed off about like, oh man, I'm so like, I love Chelly. Like, oh no, like I'm so sad that it was more like, holy shit, like get me out of this love triangle. This is just like annoying at this point. So yeah, it sucked being in the triangle. Like it lasted like so long. But yeah, I liked Chelly a lot. I do think you know, Ace was definitely pulling out the moves. So I think he was you know, they look great together. So I'm glad that ended up working out. But yeah, it was just annoying being in it at the time. Like, I just wanted to be out of it. Like, yeah.
Yeah. If you could pick, like if you had free reign, you could pick any girl in the villa outside of Jaden, who would you choose to couple up with and explore?
On the outside, I would have to say maybe Grayson. I like Grayson a lot. Her and I are tight. And she lives like 15 minutes away from me down in Florida too. So like location wise it makes sense. Yeah. Like I'm a realistic person, right. You know. That makes she's 15 minutes. I can't really do long distance, and I don't necessarily know if I would like move to somewhere else. And yeah, but I think it would probably be Grayson. Grayson's really cool. She's probably been like one of the closest girls I've been close with, like outside of outside the villa. I would say as far as cast members. Yeah, her and Bella. Yeah, Bella. Yeah, Bella's pretty cool too. We weren't that tight when she was in the villa. Like, we were cool, but yeah, outside the villa, we've been hanging out a lot, and she's awesome. She's a great girl. She's super nice. She's like way too nice. She's like, when we're out with like, when we were in LA, we went to the Grove, and like it was insane. Like, we got absolutely slammed there, and like my patience ran thin, and I was like, okay, let's just get out of here. I was like, let's just walk, and she's stopping, having like 10-minute conversations with people like, oh my gosh, yeah, you're so beautiful, like this and that, and she's just such a sweetheart. Like, she's great at meeting people. I'm like, I get overwhelmed with it. Yeah. I get overwhelmed with it, especially when there's like a fuck ton.
Right. That was the Christian girl that didn't kiss anyone on the first day.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to see what she looks like.
Bella.
Yeah,
she's very pretty.
Oh yeah, she's gorgeous, dude.
She's like from Hawaii.
Yeah,
the first day, like when everyone had to kiss, she went and just gave kisses on the cheek.
Right. Yeah.
Which kind of separated her, I'm sure, for all of you guys.
Yeah, no, it did. Like, I feel like her and I had one conversation in there, and oh no, we had more than one, but we had one conversation where it was like it twisted me, and where I was like, okay, like she's more like little sister vibes, like that's more how I was looking at her.
Yeah.
Like she's like, yeah, she's so pretty though. You see her?
Yeah, beautiful.
She's so gorgeous. She's like supermodel stunning, just naturally just gorgeous. Doesn't have to wear makeup. Yeah.
Was there a quality in a woman? Because you said like you're not looking to settle down. Like how could you? Because you just came off the show. Like you're getting booked all these places, right?
Yeah.
But I also do believe that if the right girl comes at any moment, so what what qualities weren't on the show that you would actually look for in a woman that you'd want to wife up?
I get like a huge thing for me is sense of humor. They have to have a really good sense of humor, and like we have to like be able to banter with each other. And I wouldn't say not necessarily that like I didn't find that on the show, because there was like qualities from each person that I really liked. Like Jaden had like the best like mix of all qualities, like all in the one. Like she was hilarious. We had really good conversation. Yeah, like I think it honestly comes down to, yeah, I don't know. It'd take a lot from me right now.
Right.
Like that's just like what it would be. Cause I think all the girls on there had amazing qualities to them. I just don't think
You're ready.
Yeah.
Timing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of what I would say probably about like the fourth weekend, maybe. I was talking to Jeremiah and I was like, dude, honestly, like kind of being on here is making me wonder, like, cause I went on fully like I want to fall in love with someone, like I want to find my person, like this and that. And then like being on the show, like I was like, man, like maybe I'm not necessarily like ready for that this second. And yeah, but like you said, like I'm sure, if you do run into the right person, it's different, because like I've had my best relationships have come like where we're friends first, and then like we go in with them, we're in a relationship after, like it develops into that. Like my ex, we were together for 3.5 years on and off, and like we were friends before that. And I feel like that's like a good base, like a good ground system, a good foundation to like build your relationship off of, because then you have friends to go back to. You're like, at the end of the day, we're friends, so like let's figure it out. But yeah, I think on there it was just like I could see myself being in a relationship with, like I could see Jane and I being in a relationship, but like the thing is like it just wouldn't be now.
Right.
Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm like necessarily exploring that right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you don't realize, when you're in the villa, you didn't realize how much your life was going to change as you got out too. So now, you're like living, this is like a totally different life from what you had before the villa. So you went in there with the expectations. Yeah, I'm looking for love, but now it's like, okay, well now things changed.
Yeah, now love's looking for me everywhere, dude. It's fucked up. I'm trying to hide. It's been crazy. Yeah.
Who's been the craziest person in your DMs?
Dude, I've had a few crazy people, but I would say like one that I've been like, oh shit, this is sick, is like Pauly D. Like having Pauly D in my DMs was sick. Like he was like, yo, seen the show, huge fan. And I was like, oh shit. Like, cause I used to watch Jersey Shore growing up.
Yeah.
I was like, that's sick as fuck.
That's pretty cool.
But, yeah, I would say like girl wise, it's been all over. I would say I can't say a couple of them, but
It's enjoyable.
Yeah. It's been
enjoyable.
Dude, there's been like a lot of OnlyFans chicks hitting me up, like a lot. Like,
Well, yeah, because they're trying to make some money.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I gotta hide out from them. But yeah, a lot of OnlyFans chicks.
Think about how many people would sign up for that. If not you specifically, but I'm saying in general with a Love Island guy.
Oh yeah.
Think about how much money that girl. It's disturbing.
Do any of the girls on Love Island have an OnlyFans?
I don't think not from this season.
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
don't
wonder if
think
anyone's
so.
gonna
At least
jump
not yet, yeah.
jump on the opportunity, right? Because
Yeah.
if you want to make a bag, now's the
no.
time.
Yeah, no. OnlyFans is like it's like I think a lot of like the previous people that were on Love Island like earlier seasons, like I think that's what they all jumped to as OnlyFans. I think that was like the move to go to.
Oh God, I would like a stat line on that.
Right.
Like out of all of the women
Yeah.
that were ever on Love Island.
Yeah.
But Love Island wasn't as big as it is now back then,
Yeah,
and
now
neither
it's
was
huge.
OnlyFans. You know. So now with the
When did
magnitude,
when did it start?
go for it. Yeah. If you want a magic mine too, feel free. It's a nice nootropic shot.
Yeah, what are these?
It's it's like ashwagandha. It's all natural. It's a
Does
little
it
bit.
taste good or no?
Oh, dude, it tastes
Yeah, it actually
great.
does taste good.
It's one of the best like juice shots that I like for taste.
Yeah, we both ripped one.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Down
even like about like a sponsored thing. We just ripped it because we like it.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
No, they don't taste bad at all.
I love
We
magic
like to put 6 of them on the ice.
Yeah.
We have a co-host.
Now, our other co-host is 6'5", 350-pound Italian, tatted from neck to toe, and he
He's
always
like,
says,
"Yeah,
"I always want to put
yeah."
6 of these on ice and just drink it."
Where's he at?
What was he doing today? A shoot in Brooklyn or something? Yeah, he had a shoot. He's probably around here, but
No way.
27.
Is that
That's a good amount.
That
is
is a lot.
Is that all women? Guys definitely jumped on.
Guys,
it too.
definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not that surprising to me. I think
7. Damn. Well, that's what I mean. That I guess so. Fundamentally, that would be my problem going on that show, is that I know that the intent. It's not even that the intentions. So I got cast for the Bachelorette. Yeah, last season.
no way.
Yeah, and I think I would have made it, but at the time I had met like this like good Christian girl, and I was like, the thing that swung me off about it was they were so like, this can't be for clout, this can't be for clout, like this has
Yeah.
to be for love, this has to be for love, and I was kind of sitting there, and I was like, wouldn't everyone be lying then?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I do think that, cuz you do think about the opportunities that come with it. But yeah.
Because that's what I'm saying with the women. It's not even that I'm not speaking for all of them, but I'm taking a sample of 27 out of however many that have been on the show.
Say 100 plus.
Yeah, okay, so that's pretty
It's 20%. That's pretty big.
decent,
Yeah.
pretty decent amount. So that like to me says, okay, if you're going on the show as a woman, not only are you not very interested in love, but you're interested in money,
Yeah.
which to me is like an idol. I'm not saying money's bad, but like if you want money so bad that you need to make an OnlyFans, then I wouldn't consider you a good dating option.
Yeah. I do think I think the transition is easy to make from cuz honestly, like even like a lot of the guys were joking with me and they're like, dude, you should start an OnlyFans after. And like I definitely wouldn't. But I did think about it. But it is just cuz it is an easy transfer. It's just I feel like though a lot of the girls on there, like you can tell who is there for genuine and ingenuine reasons. Like of course there's always that like money aspect. I feel like, especially for like one of the most popular dating shows, like that's going to be something that comes along with it. But I think you can go in still with like the intention of like I do want to find this, and like cuz like for example, like Chelly was one of the best, like her intention of going in, at least from what I gathered, was not like, oh, I want to make a bag off of this. Like it was very much like, I want to find someone, I want to find my person. Like that was very much the vibe that was given off. Like Amaya too. She was someone that very much gave that vibe off of like, I'm looking for something genuine. Olandria, she was there for that. Like Jaden, Grayson, they were all like, there's maybe some people that like you could tell like, you know, they were a little theatric and like they were like there to play the game. And, you know, not knocking you, but like it's like, you know, I feel like you can tell the intention.
Yeah, like
almost
it's
behind
no
it.
disrespect. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you're obviously on the show to play the game.
Yeah.
So play the game.
Right.
But then if you're playing the game, then you're not in it for love.
Yeah, no, 100%. And so like, because at the end of the day, like that technically is what it's about, is going in there for love. But even when I went in, like I was like, oh man, it's a dating show. Like, what can you really get from this except for like, you know, finding a partner and like, you know, maybe, you know, making some money afterwards from it. But you learn so much from being in there. Like all the people, like you learn like conflict resolution, like you learn like living with, and I've lived with people before, but this is like that on steroids because you're all stuck with each other. So it's like you do learn a lot, like, and I feel like you do get a lot out of the experience, whether you do go in of like, man, I'm going in this experience so I can get a bag afterwards, you're coming out with a lot more than you'd think, because it is hard to be on like that 24/7. Like there's some people that were really good at being on there, but at the end of the day, like, you do show your human side one way or another.
Yeah,
know
did
what
you
I mean?
see any like because obviously the rise in mental health incidents or whatever, like did you see any like panic attacks live on the episode, live on the show?
No panic attacks. I feel like everyone was really good at being there for each other. Like we were all pretty close as a group, I would say. Like no panic attacks. The biggest would be like, you know, missing home, shit like that. Like people missing home, missing having some freedom. Like I would have some crash outs personally of like, because you'd have to like ask to go for smoke breaks and they tell me no. I'd be like, oh, get fucked. I'm going out. Like, I go out and take a smoke break anyways. I'd be out there and I'd be like walking, pacing back and forth, like fucking tired of this fucking place.
I don't even smoke cigarettes.
Yeah. And, like literally. And yeah, so there was like, you know, there'd be like mini crash outs like that where you just be like, or like, you know, by the end of the night, because you do like your confessional things in the beach hut, like the little confessional things. And like, so like at the end of the night, like everyone would do it. So they'd have to cycle through anybody. So you'd be like, oh man, like the sun's coming up. I still got to do this shit. And like they'd like ask you like, oh, you know, you're going last for beach hut. So just stay up. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, fucking let me go to fucking bed. Like,
Right.
So yeah, you'd start flipping about like shit like that. But I wouldn't say there was actually like any like serious panic attacks or like people
That's
like
dope.
flipping out.
Yeah.
That's dope.
No, it
That's
was nice.
good. That's a good thing.
They had a good team behind everything, like a good like a good therapist team, like that would like the therapist. Her name is Andrea. She's one of them. She was super fucking cool, and like they were pretty on top of things of like making sure everyone was good in that regard.
That's dope. They had an
Yeah.
on-site therapist.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure they
Oh,
had
yeah.
to.
Oh yeah,
The
No,
amount of
definitely.
drama, and this is all a new thing for everyone.
And did you ever have therapy off the show?
Oh yeah. I've been in therapy for a while. Like I used to work with like conventional therapists probably up until I was like 17, I would say. And then stopped going to therapy for a while. And then the last, like, I would say it's been like 2-3 years, I've been working with like a life coach now. And like different from any therapy I've done before. Like the therapy I've done before was very conventional. This guy's very unconventional. His name's Brandon. Sickest dude. He's really fucking cool. But like just introduced me to a lot different ways of dealing with stuff than I necessarily like, you know, didn't know how to deal with before. And like when I was younger, I used to think like meditation and shit was just some like dumb hippy dippy bullshit. And then he really got me like into doing it. And I started doing like, so like to get clean, like when I was 22 to get clean from opiates, I did this psychedelic stuff called Ibogaine. And it's like this 18-hour trip. It's super intense. It's like crazy, but in it, I lived until I was like 64 years old as an addict, like day in and day out. Like left that place, like went straight back home, did what I was doing, like had 2 kids, a wife, kids got taken away, like literally lived day in and day out. And then like I came out of my trip 18 hours later and I was like, holy shit, like I need to get my life figured out. So then I started doing, yeah, it's crazy. So then I started like trying all these like alternative ways of like going about shit, like because you know you're so used to like Western way of going about things. And so like started doing like this meditation stuff. It's called like qigong. Like I do like 3 days a week. Like
Qigong, like,
yeah,
is it like this?
yeah.
He was doing that with the girls on the show.
You're doing some crazy movements and shit, and like, bro. But like honestly, for the longest time, I was like, oh man, like that shit's dumb. And then then I started working with this life coach like a couple of years ago, and yeah, I've gotten really into it now. Like now it's like it feels like it's a part of my routine. Like it helps. Like just like I use working out like just for like, you know, as like a form of therapy. And I feel like, yeah, I feel like I started doing all that stuff, and yeah, it's helped tenfold. Like
Wow.
it's crazy. And it's weird how like all of that stemmed from like this psychedelic like thing. Like it was so intense. It's like not recreational at all. You're basically stuck in like a dreamlike state the whole time. And but yeah, after I did that, I started to be open. Like I've done ayahuasca, like mushrooms, of course, like a few other things. But yeah, it's crazy because like that shit can actually like there's a lot of therapeutic benefits that like you don't necessarily like. You're like, oh man, you're just like tripping, you know what I mean? But like there's, if you open up your mind in like a completely different way to it, it'll like help a lot. It's crazy.
Were you open on the show with the cast members about your addiction?
Oh yeah, that was something they didn't I guess they didn't like, you know, show that. I guess they couldn't like really show that. But yeah, I like after a while, like, you know, talking with a few people, like I'm pretty open about it. Like it's not something that, you know, I shy away from, cuz like, man, at the end of the day, like from the stuff that I was doing, it's like 12% of people get clean and stay clean from that shit. So it's like I feel like it's kind of like there's life after it, you know what I mean? Like that doesn't have to define your whole entire life. And yeah, so I'm very open about it, because I feel like, yeah, some people like act like, one, it doesn't discriminate. Like a lot of people wouldn't expect that from me, and so like that shit does not discriminate. And two, yeah, there's life after it. You know, you can have an awesome life. You like, it's not like life's over, because I feel like that's like what a lot of people in like that have gone through addiction or getting clean or like in recovery, they're like, oh man, like I feel like I can't like have a life or do stuff after. And it's like, you can completely do whatever you want, you know what I mean? You just got to stay grounded and like realize, like, you know, the stuff you can and can't do.
What did you do to get clean?
So yeah, did the Ibogaine stuff. I tried to get clean a couple of times, man. I did like conventional rehab. It sucked. Like, I don't think normal rehabs and stuff work like that. I think, you know, there's a lot of good people that work in those places, but there's also a lot of bad people. And I feel like the government tries to get you off of like, you know, street drugs to put you on like methadone or Suboxone, shit like that, which is just, it's just, you still get sick if you don't have it. So, I mean, you're still, I mean, I guess, you know, it's better than shooting up dope and stuff, but at the end of the day, you're still addicted to a substance. So that's why I like, when I got clean, I was like, I don't want to be on anything. Like I don't want to be like where I'm attached to anything at all. And then then I heard about the ibogaine stuff on a Joe Rogan podcast, funny enough. And like I was just listening to it, and yeah, this doctor was just talking about how they use it for PTSD for veterans and opiate addicts because it gets rid of withdrawals. Wow. And then I was like, you know what, fuck it, like I'm gonna try and do this. And then nothing's a silver bullet. Like of course, it takes work to do anything, but like the way that it makes you think and the fact that it gets rid of your withdrawals is like the biggest thing. And then it opens your mind up to thinking in a whole different way, or like, experiencing life in a different way. Because so my life coach, he's part of the South Florida Psychedelic Society. And it's like this group of people that like they all get together to do like sweat lodges and meetings, conventions, stuff like that, to like advocate to try and get like more funding for ibogaine or ayahuasca research here and like in the States. And so it's super cool to be involved in. And like I kind of necessarily didn't really want to like, I don't know if I'd want to work in addiction necessarily because, like, it is, like, sad. I feel like, early on would be cool, though. Like, doing, like, a Big Brother program or something like that would be sick. Because, like, I wish I had someone like me when I was, like, growing up. And because, like, I've been around the block a few times. And, like, I feel like I've lived kind of all over as far as, like, in terms of life. And, I feel like if you can figure it out younger, it's a lot easier figuring it out younger than when you're older and like you can fuck everything up.
Yeah.
Because, like I was royally fucking up my life until I was like 22, like really bad. Like when I was 19, I had 2 DUIs, like back-to-back months, and I just kept digging myself the deepest hole, and it took so much to come out of. Like it took a crazy amount.
Wow.
What was it originally? I mean, like, I think that all like vices and addiction stem somewhere from some type of like insecurity or lack.
Oh, yeah.
What was it originally that was kind of wrong in your life that made you do that stuff?
Dude, honestly, so like I had a little messed up childhood, like of like my dad's a great dad. We weren't we were close when I was younger, but like it was just him and my mom had a horrible relationship, and so there was some issues from that. I was an angry kid, and there was some stuff that had happened, like some sexual stuff that happened when I was younger, and so I feel like it was like a culmination of that. Then also going to I went to boarding school pretty early on. Like my mom sent me to boarding school when I was like 13, and so I just think it was like life just kind of was a recipe for it to kind of go, like that was an easy direction for it to go in. Like especially I'd broken my hand, and then these doctors, they put me on Percocets. And they put me on for 2 months, and they didn't realize that I was on for 2 months straight. And because usually they'll do like a taper off program after a month. And he was like, "Oh shit, like I've had you on this for 2 months. Like we got to take you off." And so he took me off, and I was like sick as hell. I was like, "Holy shit, like what is going on?" And then I had like a few leftover ones, and as soon as I took it, like the sickness went away, and I was like, holy shit, like this is fucked up. And like I had no idea what to do, and I'm 17 years old. It's not like I really know what's going on. I was like, okay, this feels good. It stops my pain in my hand, and it also feels good. And so then it went crazy from there. Like it like progressed like crazy. And like during COVID times too, like COVID was fucked for it. Like it got way worse during COVID. And
Congrats on getting sober, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Congratulations,
Thanks.
man.
Yeah.
That's awesome, bro.
It took a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I appreciate you speaking about it as well, you know, and maybe, just commend you to speak about it more, you know, because
Of
that's
course.
like,
Thanks, man.
that's a dope part of your story, bro. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's-
I mean,
that's
well, the
amazing.
show didn't. They couldn't say that stuff.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
think about the hate he's getting for, not treating Amaya how America wanted to, and then
Yeah.
imagine you come out with like the stuff that, the show obviously. Did you have to tell the show all of these things before they casted you?
So
Really quick,
I feel like
Oh.
get into that. I have to use the restroom. What's the code?
Oh, yeah. You want to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, what's the code? Do you know?
The code. 839.
Can you bring me?
I'm gonna hold your hand. 8394.
All right, good. You got and speak about it. You're good.
Yeah. Did the show? Yeah. What did they? Did they have to ask you? Because I know it's a pretty strenuous interviewing process, right?
So, dude, honestly, like they do a background check and stuff. I was super surprised that like my social media background check like went all the way through and everything was like straight on that. But yeah, they asked you all of it. I kind of alluded some things, but left a lot out.
Yeah.
Whatever I didn't have to say, I wasn't gonna say. And then like after I got on the show, I was like, I'll talk about it after I get on it.
Right.
But yeah, they asked me some stuff, and I feel like it was leaving it out wasn't lying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
if they don't ask,
yeah.
you don't gotta tell.
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't tell them about that stuff. But like eventually I did after some time went on, because like that does play a big role in my life. You know what I mean? It played a huge role, and I feel like that's why I do like a lot of the stuff I do is because like it stems from that, like all the meditation shit and like just like how I think
Right.
it comes from that.
Yeah, because that is part of your story. That was such formative years of your life, 17 to 22, and it all started from a broken hand.
Yeah.
Obviously
Yeah,
you
no,
said
it's
there was
nuts.
things in your childhood, right? But there's a lot of people that go through things in their childhood and they don't turn to drugs.
Yeah.
You break your hand and now you get addicted to opiates.
Yeah, no, it's insane how it happened. Like it really, honestly, fuck those doctors. Yeah, but like it's insane how like it goes from like one thing to another, and like so fast too. Because I feel like when you're young, you have like these drug programs and stuff, and so like you see it, like you know what addiction is, but you don't really like know what it is if you haven't like seen that firsthand. I feel like.
And
Yeah.
so valid, right? Like how much people are addicted to so many different types of substances.
Oh yeah.
And then even behaviors as well. Like we're all addicted to something in some sense.
Oh yeah.
We're all avoiding in something in some sense. We're all reaching for something in some sense.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, I mean, even, because I was talking with my mom. My mom's like my go-to person. But because we were even talking like, dude, like even like working out, you can get addicted to, and like there's like times where like I have like I'll substitute things. You know what I mean? One thing for another. Like when I get hard on working out, it's like I'll go to the gym for like 3-4 hours a day, and like no, I need to go. Like I'll act like a little crazy about it, and it's like everyone does have their vices. I feel like if you can make your addiction something that's like good for you, then like it's still not amazing because it's an addiction. But like if you're addicted to going to the gym, that's not like a horrible addiction to have.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Can you get jacked on the show? Is there a gym on the show?
dude, the gym on the show sucks.
The
All
bench
in
was
all,
like your hands were like this.
all in all, it was not a good gym. I feel like you could maintain on the show, but you couldn't like get ripped. I lost so much weight. Like I went in I think at about like 196, and like we were in the hotel for like your first like week and a half until you start shooting. Like you're in the hotel chilling. And I think I hit the gym like 4 times in that week and a half. I lost like 17 pounds. Like if I don't eat like 4 or 5 times a day, like 4 or 5 solid meals and work out like at least for like an hour hard, then like I lose my mass super quick.
Yeah, he's like me.
Well,
Yeah.
hard gainers you guys are.
Yeah, I did the
Yeah.
same thing. I went through like a little heartbreak not too long ago. I went from like 186 to 169 in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I
yeah,
was like,
no.
holy shit. I worked so hard to get to that
Right.
weight, and then you don't eat for a little while and it's gone.
Yeah, no, it's annoying, dude, because I love being like, you know, thicker. I love being a beefcake, and so like lately I have like, my mom and dad have both been getting on my ass. They're like, you need to go to the gym. Like you haven't gone to the gym, because like I've been out like the show. I've been out for like 2 weeks, I would say, a little over 2 weeks, and dude, honestly, like, I've been drinking a lot. I've been going out a lot. Like, it's like I've like kind of had to not drink, but I've had to go out a lot, and so now I feel like it's kind of like caught up to me. Like the last 2 days, I'm like, okay, like I need to get regimented again. Like I haven't gone to the gym. Like I need to, dude. Like my lease is up in Florida, and like I'm just like paying right now my landlord just to like keep my stuff there. It's like, man, I need to find a place to live. Like I need to get my life together right now. So like that's what this next week is just gonna all be about, like getting my life together. So I'm excited for that.
If you can speak on it, what are these bookings looking like now for people to invite, you know, send you to their bar or their restaurant?
Dude, so I think I feel like whether I wanted to or not is another question, but I feel like right now the direction that is kind of I'm heading in is kind of like, you guys know like the Nelk Boys and shit?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, like I feel like that's kind of the direction that I'm heading in. Like just cuz it's been all these bar bookings, but then like, so I'm doing September, I'm doing like a huge college tour, and I'm kind of pumped for that. I know it's going to be so much, but it's going all over the States, and like that'll be sweet. Like I'm really excited for it. But I think that's like the way it's going, is kind of like stuff like that. So like pretty soon I want to start YouTube. It's kind of, I'm like talking with Kick too. I don't necessarily know if I want to do streaming, just because yeah, I say a lot of shit and I don't need to be clipped, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't need to be clipped, so I'd rather be able to like edit stuff out. But yeah, no, it's been really crazy, especially like, you know, we were in LA for 2 weeks, and it was insane out there, like just pulling up to the random bars and stuff. And then like I was like, oh, coming out to New York, I was like, let's just check it out. I'm the first one to like get out of LA and like kind of go venture other places than there. And like at Bullsmiths, it was insane. Yeah. Like I couldn't believe the amount of people were there, like that were there. It was packed.
Yeah.
And so it's just nuts to like think like, holy shit, like, you know, all these people are here to like, you know, see me. Yeah. And like it's a little nerve. Like the other day, not last night but the night before, when we went to Borelli's, I went there like stone cold sober, like I didn't have a drink before I went in, and it was just like so overwhelming. I was like, holy shit, like I need like 8 shots right now.
It was half the drink. Right?
Yeah, dude, like because it's
the
like
nerves.
Yeah, it's super nerve-wracking. You know, if you're with another person, it's different. Like if I was with Charlie or Jeremiah or something, like, you know, you have someone's energy that you can build off of. Luckily, like I flew one of my buddies out from Florida. Like I flew him up to come do this weekend with me, and we had a great time. But like it's hard to do like just by yourself. It's like a super blessing to do it, and I feel like, you know, once I get into it, it's like fun to do. But yeah, like before I go in, my heart's definitely like beating a little fast. Yeah, like it's
I could
like,
imagine.
Oh, shit, this is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy just what happened to all of you guys, especially like the main people that were on majority. I'd say you were on 75% of the season, if not more. Who do you think leaving the villa is walking away with like the biggest brand deals?
Oh, she's raking in. I mean, she's got that poppy thing. Like they're making that Amaya papaya, then I know that's gonna go crazy. But yeah, she's definitely she's gonna have the biggest brand deals, I would say. Like by far, she's gonna be set for life. Her, as far as guys, I'd probably say like Nick or Jalen's getting a fuck ton, bro.
Really?
Yeah, he's getting a shit ton.
He was on
dude.
like 2 episodes.
I know. It's
Crazy.
nuts. It's super crazy. I'm glad for him because like he deserves it, man. I wanted him to like stay on the show so bad, but he was a good dude, and he deserves like all the success coming his way because he truly is just like one of the most genuine guys I've ever met. But yeah, he's got some fat brand deals, but definitely I would say Amaya is probably she's gonna make a good chunk of change this year.
Yeah, they were saying like Amaya, Huda, Chelly, Alandria are all looking at like 7-figure deals over.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do they put you through like a little business school? Like, do they bring in anyone from like Harvard to like help you guys capitalize on the opportunity?
I think they do have like a team. I haven't necessarily hit up the team. But yeah, I think they have like a social media management team that like will help you navigate. But I haven't really been in talks with them. I was kind of beefing with them a little bit. But
Why?
just because when I got off, everyone had so much shit set up. Like everyone had interviews, podcasts, everything set up. And like they didn't have anything set up for me. And I get it, there was some controversy at first when I came out, and I feel like, people had to get to know me more to see like, okay, I'm not really that much of like a serious person. And but yeah, so I feel like they didn't have much set up for me. So I was pissed when I first came out, and it was like everyone else has had a bunch of stuff set up for them. I haven't had anything set up for them. Like, why would I talk to you guys too often? And yeah, but then like we talked and it was cool after that. But yeah, I know they have like a whole team of people that can like help you out. Like, and they're very helpful too. Like the Love Island people, whenever you do reach out to them, they're pretty good at getting back to you and like taking care of their people. But I looked at their Instagram, dude, and now it's all like the Beyond the Villa stuff, like the thing from last season. Like we're nowhere to be found now on their Instagram. It's crazy how like it's just like we're scrapped like that. Like it's kind of nuts. I feel like season 6 is definitely like their golden child, you know what I mean? I feel like, their cast members are great. So I feel like we were more like the old school, like reality TV, like the kind of like, little bit of messy, like reality TV vibes. Like last season was just like, they're like a good season. Like, yeah. I would say.
Are you going to do Beyond the Villa if they do it next year?
So, yeah, if we do it, I'd totally be down to do it. I don't necessarily know if they would have me, but I feel like, I would definitely do it. The only thing is, dude, moving to LA, like, that would be hard. Like, I'd like to relocate. I'd relocate for a little bit, but LA is just a tough city for me. I like being in Florida a lot. Like I think Fort Lauderdale where I'm at is like it's perfect because it's an hour away from Miami. Like I love being around there. I love going out around there. It's a chill way of life. It's always warm, and like that was like the biggest reason why I got out of Michigan. And yeah, LA is just super different. Like it's just super,
It's a different vibe.
Yeah, a lot different people.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of ingenuineness there too, like a lot of backstabbing friends and stuff like that, which I don't fuck with that.
Yeah. What are you looking forward to most for the reunion?
Oh man, probably all of us being in the same place all together. Not all being limited to 2 drinks. Like that was like we're all like, oh man, we can't wait to like all drink together and like have a good time. I still haven't seen Nick, so I would love to see Nick. I'm excited to see him. I'll probably see him before the reunion, but Yeah, I'm excited to see some drama unfold. Like, I want to see what happens with Pepe, Iris, Hannah, and Charlie. I want to see like if something happens in that regard, because yeah, and TJ. I want to see TJ, Iris, Pepe. I want to see what's gonna go down with that.
I saw Nick said something along the lines that the reason him and Taylor sided with Ace to vote Jeremiah off was because of something that took place that wasn't shown on the season. And Nick said, hopefully it is talked about in the reunion. And if it's not, he's going to make a scene.
Yeah.
Do you know what he's talking about?
I'm trying. Like I've heard that. I'm trying to think. Honestly, I can't think of all like off rip of what it would be. Yeah, I don't know. I might have to call him later and like ask him what he was talking about.
Because Jeremiah seems like a pretty chill dude.
Dude, yeah, he is a really chill dude. Jeremiah was one of my best buddies. Like he's such a good dude at the end of the day. Like my first week there, we were like, I wasn't really getting along with like all the guys too well. Like we weren't not getting along. I just wasn't vibing with them. And I was by the fridge making a smoothie, and Jeremiah came over, and he's like, man, if you ever feel left out, or like, you feel left out, or like you want to like, like you want to be involved, like just let me know, dude. Like I'll like, he's like, that's not like our intention. He's like, that's just like, their way of joking around and stuff. And like I was like, yeah, dude, like, it's not like, but when he said that, it meant a lot to me, and I was like, okay, this dude's like a genuine person. And because that meant a lot to me in the moment, like hearing that. And yeah, from then on, like we were like really good friends, because he didn't have to come up to me and say that. Like it was just their way of joking around at first. It was just like ragging on each other, and I was like, holy shit. Like, but that's just after a while, like that's just how it is. Like Jeremiah, he should be a professional shit talker. Like he is so fucking funny. Like when we'd be playing basketball and stuff, he would say the funniest shit. Like Pepe would go, he would shoot, and he's like, yeah, that's why you missed, you pussy ass bitch. Like legit getting mad. And it was so funny. He is one of the funniest shit talkers on the planet.
Because he seems almost like Jeremiah seems almost nerdy. And that's why it's funny when he says stuff, because like the way he says it, it doesn't come out natural.
Yeah, no, he's like he was a big gamer kid, so like he's good at talking that Call of Duty shit talk and stuff. I feel like that's why he's super good at the shit talk. But yeah, he's definitely deep down a nerd at heart. He's a nerd at heart for sure. I love that he started the book club and shit. It's so random, but I think it fits him. It fits him for sure.
Did you hear anything from, because I know you weren't there when Sierra got booted.
Yeah.
Did you hear anything about that day when Sierra got kicked off?
So I didn't hear anything about that day. Honestly, I was surprised that it happened. Like I wasn't, I was surprised that they kicked her off. I didn't think that was going to happen. I reached out to her. I was like one of the few people that did reach out to her. She said some dumb shit. Like, she said some dumb shit. Do I think she's a racist person? No, I don't think she's a racist person at all. I think she said some dumb shit. You know what I mean? And, we all do dumb stuff. But like, it sucks that that had happened. And, I feel really bad for her. That's crazy that they kind of I saw that one thing going around where it was like Olandria's beach hut, and they were like, you can hear Sierra yelling in the back. I don't think that was what that was. I'd be super surprised if it was. But yeah, I like it sucks that it happened, because like like I was saying earlier, like I know my character, my friends know my character, like we know her character, and like that's not who she is. And like it sucks that like that whole situation happened. Like, you know, you definitely shouldn't be saying that shit, but it's not like, you know, she was like maliciously saying it. I don't think, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but you know, it's a sensitive world, and
Yeah.
they already set the standard with Yulissa, so they were in a tough position.
And I see like 100% if they let her stay on and kicked Yulissa out, it definitely would have been like, okay,
It would have created
we're saying that you can say this, but you can't say this. And that would have
What
been
did
a whole
Yulissa
nother
do?
problem.
She was throwing around the N-word on a podcast,
Yeah,
like
that
not in
was
a
crazy.
derogatory
Yeah.
term, but like talking about her ex-boyfriend. This, you know.
Yeah, no, that was crazy.
I just feel like, bro, if you got like, if you clocked anyone in any moment, we're all cancelable.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, I hate that cancel culture exists.
Dude, it's so
I hate it.
insane because my shit was for like they're coming at me for like a lot of like I reposted like Trump stuff, and like a lot of the stuff I just thought like it's funny, and
Right.
you know, like the guy is hilarious. Whether you hate him or like him, he is a very funny guy. Like
Yeah.
for Trump is hilarious, whether he's trying to be or not. And so yeah, like I got pretty crucified for like repost of like Trump stuff, and like, you know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm a pretty moderate person. Like, you know, I take things from all sides. Like, I'm not a super political person, so it was crazy when I came out that I was like a super Trump person that was like racist and all this other shit. I was like, oh man, that's like insane, because like I've never been called that before. But like, you know, it's the internet at the end of the day, and I feel like Love Island's audience is, I mean, it's a very liberal audience, so, you know, I'm not surprised that it was that amount of hate for that. It's just I had like Nancy Pelosi shit reposted too, and MLK shit reposted too. But it was like, no, fuck that. He has 2 Trump things reposted. Fuck this guy. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, and it's
whatever.
funny. I mean, you spoke to Chelly, you spoke to Amaya, and then
Yeah.
you have a tattoo on your stomach.
Yeah.
kinda
It's
fun.
Lana Kane. Have you guys seen Archer?
No,
Archer. It's a cartoon. It's supposed to be Lana Kane from Archer.
and
That's what
she's
it's
a
supposed-
black woman.
Yeah. Clarify. Then I said that, and I was saying that as a joke, and then like if you Google my name right now, it's all like Austin addresses racist remarks by saying I have a black woman tattoo. It's like, oh my gosh, dude, I just can't win. Whatever. I was like, I'm just not gonna talk about it anymore. Like, I don't. There's no appeasing some people, and like, if you think I'm racist, you're kind of dumb. Like, that's like the best thing I can say. Like, I don't know what to tell you, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just some things you just gotta live and let live. And like, okay, that's the opinion you're gonna have. Like, you know, you can have that opinion.
Yeah. Wrap up with the viral speed round.
Yeah.
We got like 7 minutes. There's someone coming in.
Okay, go viral speed round. I just really quick. Is there anything unsaid that's crazy about what happened on Love Island that we haven't talked about today?
No, man, not that I can think of off rip. I mean, there was some, you know, the Huda stands is like, I'm glad that she has her stands, because I feel like I like Huda, but yeah, there's like a few crazy things that I think will be shown during the reunion. Because a lot of people thought like Chelly was overreacting about like some certain stuff during the heart rate challenge. I think once that comes out and like once that's seen by people, they'll be like, okay, like I kind of see why Chelly was tripping. But yeah, that would probably be the reunion's gonna be interesting. That's like the very like. That's what I'll keep it at. The reunion is going to be insane. Like, it's gonna be pretty. I feel like there's a lot of unsaid stuff that needs to like come out.
Yeah.
So I feel like it'll be crazy.
All right, we're going quick fire. Let's name a castmate who. Messiest in the villa.
Like personality messy or like
Nah,
messy
like
clothes?
messy, dirty.
Charlie.
Most likely to ghost someone after the show.
Ooh, I would have to say probably Nick.
Most fake on camera.
Most fake on camera. I don't know, man. Everyone was pretty real on camera. That one's a hard one.
Okay. Biggest clout chaser.
Biggest clout chaser. I don't know about cloud chaser, but biggest dude that knows how to put it on is Pepe. Pepe and Ace both know how to put it on for the camera for sure.
Okay. Most underrated castmate.
Most underrated, I would have to say Grayson. Yeah.
Biggest flirt.
Biggest flirt, Pepe. Pepe, yeah, for sure.
Most dramatic.
Most dramatic, my girl Amaya. She is very dramatic.
Most likely to slide in a celebrity's DMs.
Yeah.
Ooh. I feel like there's a lot of us that have been I've been sliding in celebrity DMs, that's for sure. Yeah.
Most likely to get married first.
Most likely to get married first. I could see Ace and Chelly getting married, honestly. I think they have a really genuine connection. Or Taylor and Clark. I think that both those are like the top, really solid 2 connections, and then like Nick and Olandria third.
Most likely to start an OnlyFans.
Don't hate me for saying this, but Vanna. I would subscribe to it, so yeah.
And then the last thing, this one's quick. Describe each Love Island cast member in one word.
Oh man.
Huda.
Huda. Slightly problematic.
Ace.
Ace. I would say sure of himself.
Amaya.
Emotional.
Nick.
Funny. He's a funny guy.
Chelly.
African goddess.
Jeremiah.
He reminds me of one of the Wayans brothers. Yeah, I would say, I don't know, smooth.
Alandria.
Bad bitch. I love Alandria.
Taylor.
Rodeo cowboy.
Clark.
Super genuine.
TJ.
Hasselhoff. He looks like David Hasselhoff to me. I love TJ.
Iris.
Iris, just like a cutie. She's such a beautiful girl. She's so naturally pretty. Yeah, a cutie.
Andrina.
Oh man. Little high maintenance.
Chris.
Man, stands on it. Like when he told Huda he wasn't carrying her, that shit was so funny.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Jaden.
Who the first thing that comes to mind is like her eyeliner. Her eyeliner's fire. That's something I always notice about her. So I'd say yeah.
Brian.
I don't know. He reminds me of like a Florida friend I would have. Like I'd say that's what he reminds me of. Yeah. Sierra. Swaggy. She's so swaggy. Like her swag is impeccable. She definitely, like I was telling her I want her to be my stylist when I get out of there. She was super swaggy.
Bella.
Just like cute, petite, like, you know, just like nice girl, nice home, like girl next door.
Zach from the UK.
Funny as fuck. Holy shit. That dude was so funny. I wish they showed more of his humor on there because he was so fucking funny.
Hannah.
Snakish. I like Hannah, but I don't like the way she did my boy Charlie. It made me sad.
And best for last, we're gonna go with your boy Charlie.
Charlie, that's my best mate. Yeah, best friend. Like he's He's just, that's like one of him and Jeremiah, those relationships I'm so grateful to have had, and TJ as well. Like those are my guys right there. That's the squad. So yeah.
And my last question, how tall is Ace?
How tall is Ace?
Actually.
Dude, I actually like, I don't know. I think it'd be a funny video for him and I to do like where like he walks out of a room and I walk out of a room with a tape measure, because yeah, I think also like maybe he looks shorter because we're all like super, like we're all some tall guys. Because then when I've seen him like out in public, like public pictures of him, I'm like, oh no, maybe I'd say he's anywhere from like 5'6" to 5'10".
5'6" to 5'10".
5'6" to 5'10".
Okay. All right. I think we got our answer.
yeah. We'll figure it out here soon. I want to get to the bottom of that myself. 'Cause he said I was 6'5" and I'm not 6'5". You know?
Yeah, you're like 6'3".
Yeah. So
I thought you were 6'5", and then when I saw you, I was like, oh, he's not 6'5".
Yeah. So
I told him you were 6'5".
Really? Yeah. No. So like he was capping on the height on my side, so I'm sure maybe it was a little bit of.
He gave you guys both like 2 to 3 inches.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, brother. This was awesome.
Dude, thank you guys for having me on. This was great to do. I'm glad I extended my trip by a day for this.
Let's
I was
go,
very
bro.
excited to do this.
Yeah, I'm glad we got to be the first in-person podcast for you.
Dude, so am I. I was excited when I saw that you guys had reached out. I was very excited to get this done with.
Thank you, brother.
Oh,
got
thank you
anything?
guys.
No, that's it. We're gonna get screamed at here, and it was worth it.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Austin.
Thank you guys. Thank you.